Tennessee Council Boy Scouts of America has been proactive in youth development for more than 100 years, with values building character in today's youth, service instilling a sense of responsibility to the community and the environment, leadership developing leadership skills through youth leading youth, confidence providing adventure through experiences to grow personally, and inclusivity, programs for everyone and every family, a century of developing youth.
Good evening and welcome to the Grand Ole Opry House in Nashville, Tennessee, the home of the Opry since 1974 and on the National Register of Historic Places. And welcome to the Middle Tennessee Council inaugural Female Eagle Scout Recognition Program. I'm Bill Cody, Middle Tennessee Council board member and host of Coffee Country and Cody mornings on 650 AM WSM and Circle Television, and one of the three announcers here with Charlie Mattles and Mike Terry on any given Grand Ole Opry night. I'll be your master of ceremonies for the program as we recognize our inaugural class of Eagle Scout females here in the Middle Tennessee area, in our Middle Tennessee Council. We're honored to be hosting this from the Grand Ole Opry, and unfortunately, we are unable to have everybody here in person due to the COVID restrictions that exist. But we're able to welcome these first female Eagle Scouts virtually to the Opry House very shortly. Let me be the first to congratulate you on achieving this most prestigious recognition. Like all Scout meetings, at this point we will welcome Eagle Scout and Middle Tennessee State University student Estelle Pannell from Troop 15 in Franklin as she leads us in the Pledge of Allegiance, Scout Oath, and Scout Law. The stage is yours.
Scout signs, please. Anyone not in uniform, if you'll please place your hand over your heart. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Parents and visitors, you may be seated. Scouts, if you'll please join me in the Scout Oath and Law. On my honor, I will do my best to do my duty to God and my country and to obey the Scout Law, to help other people at all times, to keep myself physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight. A Scout is trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent. Scouts, you may now be seated.
Thank you, Stella, and I want to take this time to introduce the Scout Executive and CEO of the Middle Tennessee Council. Mr. Larry Brown is here.
Thank you, Bill. We really appreciate you being such a big part of this event tonight. This is a great day for the Middle Tennessee Council as we celebrate the accomplishments of these trailblazing Eagle Scouts. Our council was started over 100 years ago, and over 1 million Scouts have benefited from the Middle Tennessee Council scouting programs. To date, we have over 15,000 Eagle Scouts who have earned this prestigious award. This is a very select group when you take into account there's 1 million Scouts that have gone through the program here in our council. Nationally, 4% of Scouts earn the rank of Eagle Scout, and annually, the Scouts of Middle Tennessee achieve this accomplishment at a rate of 7%. Tonight, we are proud to announce this class of Eagle Scouts represents 8% of our registered female Scouts. So congratulations. On top of that, on top of the 8%, this is the only Boy Scouts of America's second year to allow girls to achieve the Eagle Scout rank. We knew you young ladies would be overachievers, and right now we're the #3 council in the nation in number of female Eagle Scouts. So again, congratulations for that. We recognize the dedication and hard work it took for you to earn this rank of Eagle Scout. We applaud your diligence, and we also want to thank all of your leaders and fellow Scouts who supported you along the way. I want to close my comments by thanking Middle Tennessee State University and the Grand Ole Opry House for partnering with the Middle Tennessee Council to put this outstanding event on tonight and recognize these great young ladies. Congratulations to each of you as the inaugural class of Eagle Scouts and the Middle Tennessee Council. Thank you.
And thank you, Larry. Very inspirational to get us started. Scout Executive CEO of the Middle Tennessee Council, Mr. Larry Brown. Right now, I'll take a moment to introduce each of our Eagle Scouts, and they will also share information after their introduction. We start this evening with Audrey Alino. All right, we're going to start with Catherine Tamayo. That's her.
Hi, my name is Catherine Tamayo from Troop 22 in Brentwood, Tennessee. My Eagle project was building ukuleles for Edmondson Elementary School. I led the construction of 18 instruments and picks through the course of several days. I donated them to Edmondson Elementary School to help further children's music education by introducing them to more types of instruments earlier. Through the process of becoming an Eagle Scout, I have learned a lot about hard work, dedication, and leadership. The past 2 years, I have had to work hard and in a timely manner to meet this deadline of the inaugural class. I had to keep a positive attitude as the senior patrol leader when leading my troop through the pandemic. All in all, becoming an Eagle Scout has taught me many things and made me a better person.
Thank you. What a great way to get us started tonight. Catherine Tamayo, Troop 22. Now welcome Audrey Alino.
Audrey Alino, and I'm from Troop 22 in Brentwood, Tennessee. For my Eagle project, I cut, built, and hung bluebird houses for 4 different parks in Thompson Station. I also educated my volunteers about the importance of conservation and bluebirds in Middle Tennessee. One benefit of choosing this project was that it allowed me to accommodate volunteers who were concerned about exposure to the coronavirus. For me, the Eagle Scout rank is more about the journey and the skills I've learned along the way. Not only have I learned specific scouting skills like knots and how to build a fire, but I've also learned life lessons. I've become a better leader through my positions such as senior patrol leader and patrol leader, and through my training at NYLT. I have become more organized due to the requirements of my positions and the process involved in my Eagle Scout project. I have also appreciated the opportunity to participate in numerous service projects through Scouts PSA. There are so many ways I've become a better person through this process. I look forward to continuing to grow and share my experiences and knowledge with other Scouts. It really is all about learning to embody the Scout law.
And we look forward to watching you. Thank you, Audrey. Audrey Alino, Troop 22. And now, from Troop 1725, please welcome Hannah Catherine Bailey.
Hi, my name is Hannah Bailey, and I'm from Troop 1725 in McMinnville, Tennessee. For my Eagle project, I designed, built, and installed a kiosk at each of the 12 publicly used river access points on the Collins River, Barren Fork River, and Hickory Creek in Warren County, Tennessee. I always knew I wanted my project to be on our local rivers because I've been paddling them since I was 7 years old and have a deep personal connection to them. During this time, I've seen many people on the rivers who are in need of rescue or medical assistance. I've also seen tons of trash taking away the natural beauty of our rivers. In a previous project of mine, the McMinnville Breakfast Rotary Club and I hung mile marker signs on all 87 miles of the rivers and gave our coordinates to the rescue squad. My Eagle project kiosk each have a map unique to their section of the river to help keep paddlers from getting lost. But if they do have an emergency, the kiosk educate paddlers on how to use the mile marker signs to obtain help. They also display the Leave No Trace principles and educate the public on how they can get involved in ongoing local river cleanup efforts, including an Adopt a Mile program. While working towards Eagle, I learned what a scout is brave means. When I first became a scout, most of the things I did pushed me out of my comfort zone. I tried scary new activities. I took on new leadership roles in my school, units, council, and beyond. Then I went even further out of my comfort zone and started approaching adults in my community and state and local government. I learned every citizen, whether young or old, can have an incredible impact on their communities if they're brave enough to step out of their comfort zone. Now, when I see a job to be done or a change to be made, I have the bravery to do it myself or empower others to do so.
Thank you, Hannah. Well done. From McMinnville, Troop 1725, Hannah Catherine Bailey. Up next, please welcome Taylor Elise Bell.
Hi, my name is Taylor Bell. I'm from Troop 2019 in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. And for my Eagle project, I worked with the Rutherford County Sheriff's Department and built an obstacle course for canines to train on. It consisted of 9 different obstacles ranging in different abilities to help the canines learn different and new skills they needed in the field. It also helped them build trust with their handler so they could perform their job better and help keep our community safer. What does the Eagle Scout rank mean to me? It means that I got to set a goal for myself and work hard to accomplish it. I also got to learn new things and go through really hard challenges, but learn along the way. I also get to share something with my brother that I always wanted to do. And I believe that every Scout's journey is individual. So I heard people say that we did this a little too fast, but I truly believe that we all did this at our own pace and our own journey. And every Eagle Scout is different in their own way, and I would never change it.
Nor we want you to. And thank you. Very well done there. Taylor Elise Bell. And now, welcome Nisha Jane Burrell.
I'm Nisha Burrell from Crew 87 in Belmead. My project was with the Nashville Family Reconciliation Center to help improve their stormwater drainage system. The Nashville Family Reconciliation Center is a place for families to stay while visiting their loved ones in prison. When it rains, the water pooled in the path and near the foundation, which would damage it over time. To fix these issues, we put in stepping stones, removed obstacles, and graded a fine slope to allow water to drain. Earning Eagle was important to me because I wanted to give back to my scouting community and help start a troop in my area. I also wanted to serve as an example to new scouts starting in the program. This journey allowed me to learn and practice life skills that I will use throughout my life. I'm proud to represent my crew, which has supported and provided me many opportunities to learn, grow, and as the venturing motto says, lead the adventure.
Thank you, Nisha. Nisha Burrell, Crew 87. Up next, welcome Cassie Christensen.
Hi, my name is Cassie Christensen. I'm from Troop 15 in Franklin, Tennessee. My Eagle project was a restoration of a historical cemetery in Mammoth Cave National Park. I led a group along with park staff over the course of a weekend to clear out brush and undergrowth from the cemetery, as well as restore and clean over 100 different headstones in the cemetery. It was important to me through this Eagle project because I have familial ancestors buried there to make sure that the cemetery was clean and open to the public for future generations. What inspired me to really go for Eagle and become an Eagle Scout was seeing my older brother's journey. He achieved the rank of Eagle, and seeing both his struggles and successes and how he pushed through, the leadership skills that the program taught, as well as the morals it stood for, I really loved. And I really hope that in achieving the rank of Eagle, I can provide to my younger sister and generations later the same kind of role model that my older brother did for me.
Wow, 2 Eagle Scouts in the same family and working on a third. Thank you, Cassie. Cassie Christensen, Troop 15. Virginia Clementi is next. Welcome.
Hello, my name is Virginia Clementi, and I'm from Troop 934 in Mount Juliet, Tennessee. My project was on the Bryant Grove Recreation Area at Long Hunter State Park to clean up trash around the shoreline and forestry. We managed to gain 50 volunteers by going through different troops around my area. And by doing so, we managed to cover 4,100 feet of shoreline and forestry and collect 46 heavy-duty garbage bags filled. And in addition, we managed to gain bigger items such as tires, a bed frame, and a staircase, and equaling nearly a ton of trash according to the Evergreen Waste Association. And by joining this program, I learned different things that I'm almost positive that I wouldn't touch at all if I didn't join the program. And by going through this, I hope that in the future, I'll be able to show future scouts to join my troop and hope that they get as much of an enjoyable time as I did.
Thank you, Virginia. Virginia Clementi, and it's Troop 934 represented. Now welcome Elizabeth Marie Dambro.
Hi, my name is Elizabeth Dambro from Troop 15 in Franklin, Tennessee. My Eagle project was building memory boards for an intense memory care unit specializing in Alzheimer's. This was an attempt to bring families back together that have been separated by the pandemic while still limiting physical interaction. So we made it so we could fill these boards with pictures and notes from family and friends. And with 50 boards built in total, we were able to help sufferers to remember that they are cared for and loved. Becoming an Eagle Scout was extremely important to me because it introduced to me new situations and opportunities that led to both societal and personal growth. I was able to see the world in a new light and find things that not only I liked to do, but also helped people along the way.
The touching story of Elizabeth Dambro from Troop 15 tonight. Now please welcome Maria Isabella Doyle.
Hi, my name is Maria Doyle from Troop 525 in Clarksville, Tennessee. My Eagle Scout project was compiling bags for YAPACS, a homeless organization in Clarksville, Tennessee, filled with the clothing necessary. Most of the time when people donate, they donate what's easiest for them, but more often they need the things that's harder to get. And my project was giving the things that the organization was having a hard time getting, like the clothing in the right sizes and the underwear. And I made 40 bags, but donated even more supplies. My favorite part of the Scout Law is cheerful, because cheerful is something you decide to be. You have to be taught to be clean or thrifty, but cheerfulness is something that each individual can will themselves to become.
Well said, Maria. Maria Doyle from Clarksville, Troop 525. Now representing Troop 22, Olivia Garza. You're up.
Hi, my name is Olivia Garza from Troop 22 in Brentwood, Tennessee. My Eagle project was designing and building an entire horseback riding arena for a nonprofit organization called Redemption Ranch. I led the entire building, staining, painting, cutting of the wood, all of the entire process. It was definitely a difficult challenge leading an entire group of both scouts and adults. And all in all, I had over 250 man hours throughout the entire process. By far, the most important thing that I learned from becoming an Eagle Scout and the scouting process is I learned so much about becoming a leader. I have learned a lot during my time in my troop and during my different positions throughout, and I definitely wouldn't give it up for anything.
Nice office, Olivia. Olivia Garza from Troop 22. Gabriella Marie Kowalski.
Hi, my name is Gabriella Kowalski from Troop 21 in Clarksville, Tennessee. My Eagle project was the reconstruction of some canoe and kayak stairs which connect to the West Fork of the Red River. The river would frequently flood over the stairs, leaving their condition hazardous to people getting on and off the water. As a solution, I made them sturdier and created a small retaining wall above them to prevent erosion onto the stairs. Why was becoming Eagle Scout important to me? Well, tagging along on many campouts and observing my brother's journey to Eagle, I was quite familiar with how enriching and educational this program is. When I became old enough, I joined Venturing Scouts and have been deeply involved with it since. Though I thoroughly loved venturing, there are some differences between the two programs. I wanted all the things Scouts BSA had to offer, which I did not get from venturing, such as a deeper understanding of servant leadership, the many life lessons learned, the broad range of outdoor skills used, and basically everything else in between. I knew that I still had a lot to learn, and that earning Eagle would further my preparedness for life in the future.
Another family with 2 Eagle Scouts in it. Thank you, Gabriella. Gabriella Kowalski, Troop 21, Clarksville. And now, Anna Christina Laporte, Troop 934.
Hi, I'm Anna Christina Laporte, and I am from Troop 934 in Mount Juliet, Tennessee. My project was building pollinator hotels that I installed at Shelby Bottoms Nature Center. We built 32 8x8 boxes, and we filled them with wood, bamboo, cardboard, and paper rolls. Each box was constructed over a Zoom meeting that I held. We had 2 of them, and through each one, I taught how to build each pollinator box. And then they were sent back to my house, and I installed the hardwire on the outside of them, and then we painted them nice, vibrant colors so that the bees would love them. And then we went ahead and had 2 installation days at Shelby Bottoms as well, and we put them up. And I learned a lot from that experience just from my Eagle project alone, and along with my Eagle journey. I've done so many things in the scouting program that I feel that a lot of people haven't done, and even things that people don't know exist. Like there's a lot of merit badges that you can get, and even beyond that. And I learned a lot about myself, and I'm more confident as a leader now than I was before starting out, and I'm not as shy. But I absolutely loved being a leader because I gained confidence, and I got to pass down all the knowledge and skills that I learned and my love for this program.
Well said. Thank you. Anna Christina Laporte, Troop 934. And now, to tell you more about her story and her troop, welcome Mackenzie Catherine Neal.
Hi, I'm Mackenzie Neal from Troop 2019 in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. My Eagle project was a rain garden at Barfield Crescent Park here in Murfreesboro. So I worked with the staff of the park to create a plan to help an erosion problem that was happening near the flower bed area near the wilderness station of the park. So we dug out a pond-like area, and then we refilled it with a sand mixture to kind of hold the water in to keep it from flooding at the top of the dirt. And then we made it pretty with other plants and flowers. One thing that I learned while becoming an Eagle Scout is that it's okay for things to not work out how you thought they were going to, and it's okay to fail. It's definitely not always going to go the way that you want to, but that's no reason to stress or to freak out because it's all going to end up okay in the end.
Thank you, Mackenzie. Mackenzie Catherine Neal. She represents Troop 2019. And now it's Emma Pierce's turn. Tell us more, Emma.
Hi, my name is Emma Pierce, and I'm from Troop 78 in Nashville. My Eagle project was building 3 hydroponic systems for the Williamson County Alternative Learning Center. I decided to do this project because gardening can be calming and help teach many beneficial skills such as care, responsibility, and patience. I've always loved gardening and creating new structures, so for me, this was the perfect project. By building a vertical hydroponic system, it makes it easier to take care of the plants and move them outside and inside whenever necessary. When I completed the project, I found it to be a huge success, and I cannot wait to see the more progress in the future. Becoming an Eagle Scout for me is very important, not just because of the title, but for the values and skills that you will learn along the way. In my family, many people have been part of the Scouts BSA program, and while not all of them became Eagle Scouts, they still held a certain level of confidence and a vast knowledge of useful skills. So growing up around a lot of people who had joined this community has made me who I am today. And up until February 1st of 2019, I had always done many things such as backpacking, hiking, and learning first aid with my family. It was something I didn't give a second thought to because it was just something I simply saw as a basic necessity of life. I eventually learned about Eagle Scouts and the ideals that they uphold. To me, I saw Eagle Scout as someone who knows what to do in situations, and even if they didn't, they still will learn how to figure it out. I've always idolized this position, and I still do, especially now that I know what it takes to become an Eagle Scout. So for me, an Eagle Scout is an idea and a view as a role model and a code to live by.
Emma Pierce's story from Troop 78. And now welcome back. You met her at the top this evening, Estelle Mae Pannell.
Hello, everyone. My name is Estelle Pannell from Troop 15 in Franklin, Tennessee, and my Eagle project was designing and constructing hydration stations for deer-run Christian camps and retreats. These hydration stations will provide a place for the campers to have easy access to water in highly trafficked areas of the camp without having to go back to a main area to refill their water bottles. That way they can stay properly hydrated throughout the day. The most important thing that I learned while becoming an Eagle Scout was just how to have good time management and be adaptable in very different situations. While you're working towards Eagle, there's a lot of hiccups that you can encounter, and just learning how to roll with those and to continue to strive towards one consistent goal helped me learn a lot about myself and just how to be better in my future.
Thank you, Stella, and well done both at the beginning and in your presentation representing Troop 15, Estelle Mae Pannell. Morgan Aaliyah Phillips, a little about you and your story, please.
Hi, my name is Morgan Phillips from Troop 2019 in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. My Eagle project was a rain garden redesign project to reroute rainwater and prevent erosion. I did this at Barfield Crescent Park in Murfreesboro, and I picked this place just because I've spent so much time here when I was younger. They used to have a Cub Scout day camp that goes on there, and I was a tag along whenever my brother was younger in Cub Scouts, and so I've just spent so much time there, and I really wanted to give back to that organization, and I'm so glad I was able to do that with my Eagle project. Something that I learned in this Eagle Scout process was that giving back to the younger Scouts is so important because they're the next generation of kids, and they're exactly where I was 5+ years ago. And passing on leadership is one of the most important things that you can do within a troop. And I strongly encourage all Scouts that are in troops to stay active if they can, however they can, whether that be in Venture Scouts, the OA, whether it be as a JASM or an ASM in the troop as they get older. But I strongly encourage all Scouts to give back in some form if they can, because I think that's such an important aspect of this is passing on that leadership that you learn.
Morgan Phillips from Troop 2019. And now the story of Reese Ansley Finney. Go.
Hello, my name is Reese Finney, and I'm from Troop 9 of Gallatin, Tennessee. My Eagle project was building a patio or a paver patio for the First Church of the Nazarene in Gallatin. My big reason for wanting to do this project was to give back to the church that helped make it possible in order for me to even kickstart going towards my Eagle rank. I learned that I needed to step back a lot in my leadership because the girls in my troop were perfectly capable of leading themselves, even though I started the troop, and I needed to give them the opportunity to go forward. It was a great way a safe place to learn where to step back and where to move forward and be the one in charge.
Thank you, Reese. Reese Finney, Troop 9. That's Gallatin, represented in Sumner County. Lindsay Rebecca Parker, a little about your story, please.
Hi, I'm Lindsay Parker from Murfreesboro, Tennessee, in Troop 2019. My Eagle project was first collecting children's books for the church that our troop is chartered for, Trinity United Methodist Church. Then I built 2 mobile bookshelves so that all the children and adults would have safe and easy access to the books to use in their children's programs and nursery school and preschool, because before, the room where they kept the books was not very safe for kids. And then I took all the books and I cleaned and marked and sorted them according to their reading level so that all the kids would know exactly which books were ready for them and which books they were able to read. And I would say that the reason that I wanted to become an Eagle Scout and the reason it was very important to me is because I come from a family with a lot of Eagle Scouts. My grandfather and my dad and uncles and my brother are all Eagle Scouts, and I saw how much it affected them, and I always looked up to them for that, and I wanted to share that with them. And I was also very excited to be able to join a group of girls that were all my age with similar values and a shared goal. And I hoped that I would be able to learn from them and also teach them and hopefully leave some kind of positive impact on them. Thank you.
Thanks for that family story. Multi-generational Eagle Scouts from Troop 2019, Lindsay Parker. And now Savannah Elizabeth Remington. A little about your story, please.
Hi, my name is Savannah Remington, and I am with Troop 78 from Nashville, Tennessee. For my Eagle project, I made a handicap-accessible patio at the Bellevue Bell Garden. That way, people with mobility issues could more easily and safely participate in the gardening activities in my area. My favorite point of the Scout Law is cheerful, because cheerful service and cheerful leadership are really important in Scouting, and because I believe that having a cheerful spirit is a really refreshing and striking trait for someone to have. And then also, if you know me personally at all, you will know that I am a very loud and cheerful person. So yeah, that's me.
And I believe every word of it. Thank you, Savannah. Savannah Remington. What a sweetheart. Troop 78 represented there. Now we're going to meet Isabel Steiner.
Hi, I'm Isabel Steiner from Troop 22 in Brentwood, Tennessee. For my Eagle project, I planted a memorial garden at my grandparents' church, Hillsborough Presbyterian Church. This garden is now a place to remember our loved ones who have passed. I learned to be a better leader, outdoorsman, and person in my journey to Eagle.
Thank you, Isabel. Troop 22 represented there. And now, more about Grace Cosette Wall's story, as she is representing Troop 15. Go.
Hi, my name is Grace Wall. I'm from Troop 15 in Franklin, Tennessee, and my Eagle project was a Timmy Swift Tower, which is essentially a giant birdhouse. It was like 12 feet tall, and it is for Timmy Swift birds. So due to habitat loss, these birds were endangered, but they are now currently vulnerable. So I built my tower in the Giving Garden at Franklin First United Methodist Church, where the produce is given to people in need. So I just really loved everything that the Giving Garden did in providing nutritious food for people in need. And so these birds will be useful in eliminating bugs and parasites in the garden. And this project is important to me because I love the garden and because I love conservation. During the process of becoming an Eagle Scout, I learned so many different things about the outdoors and meeting others. I got to experience so many things and go on incredible adventures through Scouting. But I think more than anything, Scouting helped me to understand the ability that I have to achieve things that seem impossible to me and that are out of my comfort zone.
Great story. And that is Grace Wall this evening. And what an outstanding class of Eagle Scouts. I know you, like I, am inspired by meeting them all. Some of you know them already and are involved with them. And yeah, there it is. So join me, if you would. For those of you here in the Opry House, we have a few folks who are gathered and congratulating each and every one of these inaugural female Eagle Scout members. Now I want to introduce the Vice President of Scout Reach for the Middle Tennessee Council. Ms. Sharon Gentry is here.
Thank you so much. This is beyond exciting. I think just standing backstage and watching those 21 faces on the screen really just began to bring it into context. We've been talking about this moment, and we've been talking about the potential and possibility of seeing Eagle Scouts. And here we are at this day, and I cannot tell you a little bit more how exciting this is, right? So I'm standing here on the Opry stage. I was introduced by Bill Cody. I came in through the artist entrance, which made me think I was gonna sing, but they kind of kiboshed that one really, really quickly. But I've been exposed to and involved with Scouting in some way, shape, or form for about 25 years, since around 1995. And I've watched the Middle Tennessee Council grow and expand. I've watched it reach bigger and greater goals, and this will definitely top the list as one of the more historical accomplishments of the council. So, you know, I also work at HCA Healthcare, and I work in the Division of Diversity, Inclusion, and Equity. And so what more exciting moment and testimony I can give when I get back to my office about what we have accomplished here today. If Candy Reese is watching, I have to say this. I have been dropping hints about a Scout uniform for about 4 years now, I think it has been. And about, you know, what I wanted, how nice it would be to have one. And I finally got one. So I finally get this uniform. But I want to say a couple of things about what has changed today for me in this uniform. As I listened, I want you to know that I did not hear 21 female Eagle Scouts. I heard 21 Eagle Scouts, 21 individuals who went through the same rigor, the same challenges, earned the same badges as every other Eagle Scout, regardless of gender, that has come before them. I heard future project managers. I heard conflict resolution specialists. I heard time managers. I heard individuals who had developed critical thinking. I heard people who would be really great at my job right now because they've learned to pivot, which is our new catchword. You've got to pivot because COVID has required us to do so many things differently. And most importantly, I've heard individuals who've learned to recognize leadership in others. So I want to say to you that tonight, the thrill of this uniform and the pride of this uniform has just gone up about 10 notches because of what you represent here tonight. I do have the great opportunity to extend to you the Eagle Scout Challenge. The foremost responsibility of an Eagle Scout is to live with honor. To an Eagle Scout, honor is the foundation of all character. They know that a Scout is trustworthy is the very first point of the Scout law for a good reason. An Eagle Scout lives honorably, not only because honor is important to them, but because of the vital significance of the example they set for other Scouts. Living honorably reflects credit on their home, their church, their unit, and their community. May the white of the Eagle badge remind you to always live with honor. The second obligation of an Eagle Scout is loyalty. A Scout is true to their family, Scout leaders, friends, school, and nation. Their loyalty to their unit and fellow Scouts makes them pitch in and carry their share of the load. All of these helps to build the loyalty, which means devotion to community, to country, to one's own ideals, and to God. Let the blue of the Eagle badge always inspire your loyalty. The third obligation of an Eagle Scout is to be courageous. Courage has always been a quality by which people measure themselves and others. To a Scout, bravery means not only the courage to face physical danger, but the determination to stand up for the right. Trusting in God, with faith in other, they look forward to each day, seeking their share of the world's work to do. Let the red of the Eagle badge remind you always of courage. The fourth obligation of an Eagle Scout is to be cheerful, to remind the Eagle Scout to always wear a smile. The red, white, and blue ribbon is attached to the scroll of the Second Class Scout Award, which has its ends turned up in a smile. The final responsibility of an Eagle Scout is service. The Eagle Scout extends a helping hand to those who still toil up Scouting's trail, just as others help them in their climb to the Eagle. The performance of the daily good turn takes on a new meaning when they enter a more adult life of continuing service to others. The Eagle stands as protector of the weak and helpless. They aid and comfort the unfortunate and the oppressed. They uphold the rights of others while defending their own. They will always be prepared to put forth their best. You deserve so much credit for having achieved Scouting's highest award, but wear your award with humility, ever mindful that the Eagle Scout is looked up to as an example. May the Scout Oath and the Scout Law be your guide for tomorrow and onward.
Sharon, thank you so much. Beautiful, eloquent in that uniform, looks great on you. By the way, hey, this may be as close as you ever get. Step inside the circle. We brought that from the Ryman Auditorium, which was our home from 1943 to 1974. And when people talk about the circle, that's the circle that she just stood in. Beautiful. And that challenge that she gave us is really something we should all follow in our daily lives. And up next in our finale, it is my dear friend of 20 years. We met, as a lot of people have met him. He and I met 20 years ago this year in the emergency room at Baptist Hospital. He was the doctor and I was the patient. And life-saving measures ensued on my behalf by your Middle Tennessee Council President, Dr. John Bright Cage, who is legendary in the scouting community in Portland, Tennessee, where it all started as a boy, where he grew up. And I've gotten to know his childhood friends as they've become successful businessmen, as well as scouts along the way. Our closing comments tonight. John Bright.
Well, he took most of my words away from the first part, but I will tell you, with Bill, I did a procedure I was telling Tyler here a minute ago on the backstage that I hadn't done before and I hadn't done since. That's how bad it was. He died twice on me, and you know, some people said I should have left him the first time, but for some reason, 20 years ago, it's been a long, great ride together.
It has been.
September 18th.
That's right. Very good.
2001. I'm just a small-town boy from Portland, Tennessee that happened to get his Eagle Scout in 1969. It was a special moment for me then, and it's a really special moment still for me all these days. In the TV show, Blue Bloods, Commissioner Frank Reagan, who's played by Tom Selleck, tells his son, Jamie, who's a patrol officer, yes, you are held to a higher standard, and that's because you're a Reagan. Well, tonight, I'm saying the same to you. You're an Eagle Scout. You'll always be an Eagle Scout. Now that you've achieved this honor, others will hold you to a higher standard. You're special. You're gifted. You've worked hard. But now that you're an Eagle Scout, how will you use this honor? Will it be all about your accomplishment? Or will it be an opportunity of encouragement to help others achieve this lofty peak? Tonight, I challenge you to use this honor as a springboard for servanthood, to be an I am second kind of person, to make a difference to others, to be the example, to let them see you live out the Scout Oath and the Scout Law. I challenge you to keep a copy of these iconic words, to live them, to look at them, to see them frequently. I keep a coin in my pocket that has the Scout Oath and the Scout Law. It's there always with me. Realize that these are your true north, and a constant's been with us for over 100 years. I am so proud of you all. This is the big time. I wish you could all be here together with us on this iconic stage. So still, savor the moment and go out and make a difference. Thank you. All right, Bill Cody, I believe you're going to close for us.
What an inspiration you are. Thank you for that, John Bright. And thank you all for watching tonight on this most famous stage in the history of country music, known all over the world. And we're so very excited. On Valentine's evening, from this stage, Blake Shelton and Brad Paisley will host on NBC in prime time the 95th birthday celebration of the Grand Ole Opry. And within that show, I'm not giving away anything that they don't already know because it was pre-taped. Lady Antebellum, Lady A, will become the newest members of the Grand Ole Opry in that show. Again, that's Valentine's evening on NBC from the Grand Ole Opry House. And thank you to MTSU, Middle Tennessee State University, and the Grand Ole Opry House, and all my colleagues, Tyler Bryan, stage manager here, for collaborating to recognize these Eagle Scouts this evening. Congratulations to every single one of you, inaugural female Eagle Scouts, and from the Grand Ole Opry House. Still, we see you here as a part of the audience at the Opry, which I would love for that to be the case. And that'll be the next time we have a chance to have an audience and the big red curtain goes up on another historic night, history-making night at the Grand Ole Opry House. Yes, good night, and God bless you all.